The board of elders held a meeting on the side, not chanting she's welcome and she just a little while. The choir master told them there's just one way you can go. Let's quit all this complaining and we'll get down to the show. Oh, Christine. Look at there she was laying it down. Everybody jumping to a rockabilly sound. That little guitar wasn't causing any sin. They all came back the next week just to do it all again. Christine, Christine, you've been a couple miles with some gravel in between, but nothing's ever really what appears to be. Christine, Christine. Yeah, Christian girl, you kinda knocked them off the track with that 68 Camaro and a Bible in the back. You said you heard the calling since the day that you were born. Well, I can't find a reference in the congregation's torn. Christine, Christine, you've been a couple miles with some gravel in between, but nothing's ever really what appears to be. Christine, 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 you lived a couple lives that no one's really seen, so don't let no one tell you what it means to be. Christine, 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 Christine. Good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeff, Courtney, for inviting me to be a part of this. I had the wonderful pleasure of doing it last year with Miss Kim Whitecamp, and that was really, really cool. It's good to be here. I have CDs here. I don't sell CDs. I create music to share music, and so profit is not the underlying issue here. So we have that. That's the first song off that record, recorded at Legendary Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee, and that is available. Feel free to take it home with you. If you'd like to leave a tip, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not looking. But the big thing is to get music into folks' hands. So if you're like me and still have a CD player, feel free to take a piece of the show home with you. Do a song I wrote about my hometown, Davenport, Iowa. This is called Leaving Mississippi. Tells the story of the flood of '65, when we all lost our homesteads. Some folks lost their lives, and to this day I curse the sky every time it rains its water too. We headed up to higher ground where water never goes. I left the Mississippi long ago. On humid summer evenings, I'd sit out on the porch. Mama on an old swing, sis was sitting on the floor. Daddy'd crack a smile and he'd bust that fiddle out and he'd play a song or two. Sitting up on higher ground where water never goes, and I'd left the Mississippi long ago. Higher ground above the flood that took away my home. Now the past ain't past, the flood still lasts no matter where I go. Well, Daddy died and the crops all right, and I had to say goodbye to my neighbor too. I headed up to higher ground where water never goes, and I'd left the Mississippi long ago. Higher ground above the flood that took away my home. Now the past ain't past, the flood still lasts no matter where I go. Last night I went down to the plant, a chain upon the gate. The promised land and higher ground had another fate. And I cursed the mill and Rust Belt. I packed my old guitar, headed back south too. I headed back to higher ground where water never goes, and I left the Mississippi long ago. I headed back to higher ground where water never goes, and I left the Mississippi long ago. Thank you so much, thank you. Take a quick minute to introduce the gang here. Over here on the guitar, one of my road warrior buddies from the Oolong Gurus, the legendary Mr. Alan Duffy from Marengo, Ohio. Over here on my right is our bass player in the Gurus, not so much a legend, Mr. Mark Keck. Joining us on the drums is my good friend from the fantastic band y'all know, 6 Miles to Nellie, Mr. Les Harmeyer. And you guys are in this for a special treat tonight, because this is going to be hilarious. This winter, Mark and I, we spent the winter working on a record, and we wanted to do something really different, so we invited in a bunch of different musicians. We wrote this material, much of it in the studio. We reached out to Les and said, hey Les, would you be a part of this? And so he came in, and he's on every song, and it's that Odin's Ghost record. It's called Odin's Ghost because it's not really a band. We just did it in the studio. But it's got some fascinating material on it. I'm real happy with it. And again, it don't cost nothing, so take one home. Yes, sir. And Mark even let him sing lead on one of the songs. But we're going to do one off of there right now. You know, sometimes we don't all have the best upbringings. I don't think anybody had perfect parents, and I know I wasn't perfect parents. But sometimes it's difficult, and the key is not to carry that on to the next generation, and that's what this song is all about. It's a song called Picture Window, and this is you're the first people to ever hear this. This has never been played live. Talk of the town, the night it all went down. My friend said they killed her, we knew that he missed her, but there's gonna be the devil to pay. And the show and tell, more than any press could ever sell. And the friendships blistered, the love of two sisters that finally wished us well. And we stored it all away in a place they'd never say, 'cause we hope there'd come a day when it'd be okay. In another blue haze, take those promises you made to the edge of existence where nobody listens, so we never have to say. At the end of the day, the air is cold, the sky is gray. At the picture window, we waited to all go, but he never shows his face. And we stored it all away in a place we'd never say, 'cause we hope hope there'd come a day when it'd be okay. And the cars just rolled away with words no one would say. We thought there'd come a day when innocence would pay. Looking for wrong and right, I'm gonna be as different as day from night. And they watch as we go out the picture window to a generational fight. And they store it all away in a place they'll never say. And they hope there'll come a day when we'll be okay. At the end of the day, the air is cold, the sky is gray. At the picture window, we waited to all go, but he never shows his face. Thank you. That is a brand new song. You're the first ones to hear it. Thank you so much. You're very, very kind. We're going to do one off of this record we recorded at Sun. It's about how it's not profitable to be a truck driver. I was going down a highway, going back home to Iowa one day, and I saw this sign on the back of a truck, and this was a while ago, and it said that it paid 40 cents a mile to drive this truck. So I started doing the math in my head, going, well, gee whiz, I mean, what kind of money is that? And it turned out it's not really much. And so then I realized, well, you'd have to be a coyote truck driver going back and forth across the border in order to make any money, and that's what this song's about. Go to hell for lying, same as stealing. That's what my dad would say. In this dirty Tucson checkpoint, the words rang through today. Slipped across the border with money on the line. From the reapers and the dealers, desperados and the kind. May the road rise up to meet you. May God catch you when you fall. May the powers that defeat you never bother you at all. May the wind keep blowing your way till you find the things you lack. May the road rise up to meet you, and may heaven bring you back. The old man swung a hammer just to make a little pay. Met the boys down at the Legion, drink a toast to glory days. He never wanted me to leave there. When I told him, he just smiled. I'd climb up on 18 wheels to get rich at 40 cents a mile. May the road rise up to meet you. May God catch you when you fall. May the powers that defeat you never bother you at all. Now the trucks don't pay the way I planned. There's dirty deals and there's border clans. Cross the line just to make ends meet. Coyote life with no way out. Living what Dad talked about. A ranger stock just took my mark from me. May the road rise up to meet you. May God catch you when you fall. May the powers that defeat you never bother you at all. May the wind keep blowing your way till you find the things you like. May the road rise up to meet you, and may heaven bring you back. Bring you back, bring you back, bring you back. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Can I have that harmonic cue right there? No, you don't. I need my harmonic cue here. We're actually going to do one that somebody else wrote and made a lot of money off of. Oh wait, I need my thing. No, you don't. All right, we're going to do a song by Paul Westerberg here. Actually, this is when he was with the Replacements.
One cat knows it.
Jeff knows it. All right, you ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Well, she's kind of like an artist sitting on the floor. She never finishes, she abandons, she never shows a soul. And she's kinda like a movie everyone's rushing to see. No one understands it, sitting in their seats. She opens her mouth to speak and what comes out's a mystery. She's thought about, not understood. She's aching to be. Well, she dances alone in a nightclub every other day of the week, and people look right through her. So baby doll, check your cheek. And she's kinda like a poet who finds it hard to speak. The poems come so slowly, like the colors down her cheek. She opens her mouth to speak and she closes her eyes to see. She's thought about, not understood. She's aching to be. She's kinda like an artist uses paints no more. She never shows you what she's doing. She never shows a soul. Well, I saw one of your pictures, and there was nothing that I could see. If no one's on your canvas, well, I'm aching to be. She opens her mouth to speak, and she closes her eyes to see. She's thought about, not understood. She's aching to be just like me. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Jeff, let me know on time, because I lose myself doing it. Just for playing the replacements.
Next time we'll learn the Friends theme and see how that goes.
All right, this is a song that we wrote and recorded on our very first record together, Alan and I. The jury found me guilty for someone else's crime. I guess the man just walked away, and now I do his time. Lost my wife and family to a rap I couldn't be. Now the wardens come to set me free, from the cell out to the street. Well, I don't know where I will go, nobody waits for me. I'm sitting in a halfway house, my mind is still not free. My heart is set on vengeance, all else could just be damned. Until I find the man who lied and a gun that fits my hand. And after 13 years of hard time, they pointed for the door, and I stepped to a world that I don't recognize no more. Took away the things I love, but I never did the crime. And I found a gun that fits my hand, and that'll do me fine. I tracked him to a roadside place, I guess he stopped to eat. I picked up my revolver, I laid down the beat. Lean, walking, blonde-haired child, her eyes were open wide. I couldn't pull the trigger, and I dropped it to my side. And after 13 years of hard time, they pointed for the door, and I stepped to a world that I don't recognize no more. Took away the things I love, and I never did the crime. But I found a gun that fits my hand, and that'll do me fine. The pain of almost 13 years, it brought me to my knees. I guess my mind was in a cell while my body's on the street. One more step to freedom came that day. I changed my mind, and I asked the Lord for mercy. I forgive him of his crime. And after 13 years of hard time, they pointed for the door, and I stepped to a world that I don't recognize no if it's my hand, and that'll do fine. I drop the gun if it's my hand, and that'll do fine. Thank you, folks. We're gonna do a couple more for you here for you. One more? One? You got it, buddy. You got it. We're gonna do one more off of the Odin's Ghost record, so this will be the first time you've heard it. This is the first song off of that record.
This is almost the second time we've heard it.
Yeah, it's only the second time they've heard it. It's great. So it happens when you make a record with 17 different people. You've been an absolutely lovely audience, and again, please feel free to take some recordings home. And all that. I want to special thanks to Jeff, Courtney for inviting us to be here, and for the brewery for hosting this whole thing. That's been absolutely wonderful. We will be here for the Front Porch Concert Series, the whole band, minus Les, but on July 19th, right? I can't keep track of it. Lori's got my calendar. Jeff had to nod to me and say yes. Anyway, this is the first song off the Odin's Ghost record. It's called Take a Look Around. The time they played guitar, he was a real go-getter, a real go-getter that was better than a few. He took it all too hard when they said he didn't have it. He never did forget it, now there's something there to prove. So take a look around, it's been a long time coming, a long time coming. It's coming after you. I don't see the reason why you're so frustrated. The dreams that you've been chasing are just chasing after you. Tommy Hager's been with money in his pocket, his girlfriend in a locket, and a beat-up Subaru. And learned about the game and all the major players, the movers and the shakers, and those corporate hippies too. Tried to make a record, but it wound up in a tavern, a predatory cavern that had stole the soul of two. A little label crook was all it really took, convinced that he made it, but I guess he never knew. So take a look around, it's been a long time coming, a long time coming. It's coming after you. I don't see the reason why you're so frustrated. The dreams that you've been chasing have been chasing after you. It started kinda slow, but it sold a couple records, and a couple hundred records, and a couple million flew. He never saw a dime for all the wrong reasons, management, treason, and that record label too. So take a look around, it's been a long time coming, a long time coming. It's coming after you. I don't see the reason why you're so frustrated. The dreams that you've been chasing are just chasing after you. Hotels don't let transients stay for free, and the LA folk just ain't the place for a Dallas boy to be. Found a locket in his pocket, called the number on the back. The lonely voice picked up the phone and answered with a crack, saying, take a look around, it's been a long time coming, a long time coming. It's coming after you. I don't see the reason why you're so frustrated. The dreams that you've been chasing are just chasing after you. And Tommy packed his bags with a half a tank of gas, but he found a little money as he worked along the path. Made it back to Dallas with his love there waiting. He said the dreams you're chasing have been waiting here for you. So take a look around, it's been a long time coming, a long time coming. It's coming after you. I don't see the reason why you're so frustrated. The dreams that you've been chasing are just chasing after you. Yeah, take a look around, it's been a long long time coming, it's coming after you. I don't see a reason why you're so frustrated. The dreams that you've been chasing are just chasing after you. Folks, thank you so much. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the evening.